For this project, we're going to be making a pattern weight with a ribbon loop. They're pretty easy to make. They're filled with rice. So to make this, you're going to need a measuring implement of some sort. You're going to need something to mark with. You're going to need ribbon, at least 2 inches. You're going to need 8 inches by 4 inches of some type of fabric. You're also going to need scissors. In addition to that, once you get ready to fill the pattern weight, some type of measuring cup. I use a 1/2 cup, and I don't fill it all the way, so less than a 1/2 cup. And you're gonna need rice of some sort. I have wild rice here. So once you have all of this gathered, you're ready to begin. So I'm measuring 4 by 8. I'm gonna make 2 pattern weights out of this, so I have my fabric folded over. So I'm just gonna mark here where I have and the fact that this fabric actually has lines in it makes it a little bit easier. And I'm just using fabric that I won't be using for anything else. It's kind of cute. This fabric has like little chili peppers on it. So once you have it marked off, then you'll cut. You'll put the right side of the fabric up on both sides, and you will get your ribbon ready. So for ribbon, we'll need 2 inches for each of these pattern weights. So 2 inches, and another 2 inches. One of the things I did not tell you were gonna need are pins, but you need pins. So you're gonna take your ribbon that's been cut, one for each pattern weight. You're going to fold it in half, and you're going to put it along the short side of the pattern weight. And you're going to pin it in place. So I'm going to put mine here so that the raw edges of my ribbon and the raw edge of my pattern weight on the short side. So I'm going to make sure they match up, and then I'm going to pin it in place. That is the first step to pinning. You're gonna fold the short sides together, line that up, and then you're gonna pin the short side, and you're gonna pin one of the longer sides so that you can sew them together. So a short side, and then I'm gonna pick this bottom side. Now you're gonna sew up 2 sides. I'm using a 3/8 inch seam allowance. And I have to remember to backstitch all the time because I forget. All right. Ah! See? You see? And now you see why I'm starting with such a beginner project. But the more I use my machine, the better I'll get at it. So, all right. Sewing up that side. And then we're gonna sew up this side. Now you have one side open, 2 sides sewn, and your ribbon should be firmly secure in here. One more time. Hopefully this one goes a little bit smoother. Okay, see? I got better. So with these 2, we're gonna go do the next. The next step is to cut off these edges without cutting your seam. You're gonna snip off that edge and that edge so that when we fold it inside out, it's not too bunched up. And then you're gonna turn it inside out. Now you're gonna fill up with a little bit less than a 1/2 cup of rice. And you pour that inside. So instead of folding it up this way like a square, you're gonna pull it this way so it makes a little triangle. And you're gonna fold this in 1/4 inch and then sew that up. You can do it by hand if you want to, but I am going to use my machine once I get it. There we go. If you're going to use a machine, make sure you pin it really well so none of the rice comes out. So both bags are pinned and they're ready to be sewn. Okay, so now we're going to sew up the last side of the pattern weight, and I'm going to try to get the needle as close to the top as possible on this one. So you have your loop, that way you can tie them all together if you'd like to keep them organized that way in a basket, and you have pattern weights that are easy to make, really cheap, and you can make them with funky fabrics that are really cute. Hope you enjoy.